Hey there, it's Delilah. How are you guys doing today? I hope you're well. I don't have a funny, witty intro for today's video, so we're just gonna get straight into it. Jeffrey Epstein, pretty bad guy. Boo, am I right? Hot take, I know. I've gotten actually a surprising amount of requests to talk about the newly released 3.5 million files pertaining to Jeffrey Epstein, all that stuff. So today, we're not gonna fucking do that. Yeah, we're not doing that. We instead are gonna talk about these two TikTok / Instagram Reels / YouTubers that visited the island, went inside, recorded it all to post on YouTube, and are now being gang stalked. Except, here's the kicker. It's all fake. It's all for monetary purposes, for content. Truly the pinnacle of just brain-rotted, apathetic, capitalizing off of this ongoing, mass tragedy with hundreds of thousands potentially victims. Instead of reacting with horror and disgust for the appalling, stomach-turning information released in the files, they picked up their vlogging cameras and they got to the drawing board. But before we get into that, don't worry, you guys. If you don't know much about the files, what's going on, who these two fucking Nimrods are, we've got the soul of David Dobrik trapped in Charlie Kirk's body and a rejected member of the Hype House. We're gonna start from the top. But before we get into that, as always, if you are new here, I'd really appreciate if you subscribed. This video is going to be a little bit more serious, I guess, than my regular content, naturally. But I have plenty of more lighthearted videos, stuff like that. I make all kinds of content. It would mean a lot if you checked it out so I could continue to have a platform to call out behavior like this. It's a little scary on my end, coming for someone with I think the one guy has 7 million subscribers, followers across platforms. So that's scary. So yeah, if you're new here, please subscribe. You can hype this video. I think that's a new feature. It helps small channels. It pushes them in the algorithm. You can like this video. If you have anything you want to talk to me about or just talk about in general while watching, you can leave me a comment. I love to read and respond to them. And secondly, before we get into this, I am going to give a trigger warning as well for pedophilia, sex trafficking, sexual exploitation, rape, SA of minors, kidnapping, stalking, violence, murder, some really grotesque and gory stuff. Just descriptions, no visuals. And that's just me lightly talking about the files. I'm not even getting into all that stuff. It's just all... okay, so yeah, trigger warning for all that stuff, and let's get into it, I suppose. So I'm not going to talk about the case very much. I've said it once before, and I'll say it again. I'm not a true crime channel. I don't feel comfortable monetizing off of some of the most gruesome and predatory events ran by figures that hold a lot of power, allegedly. I've also talked about having some, OCD related tendencies, and I'm going to be honest, finding out what I know about the files, it really messed with me. I get really bad ruminating thoughts, and I especially really don't do well with gore. That seems to be something that sticks for me, and it just, yeah. Not to mention, I'm a commentary / comedy channel. I know that I tackle serious stuff sometimes as... sometimes something bothers me today and I want to talk about it, but I just, that's not my channel. And also there's enough true crime mukbangers / makeup artists creators out there using TikTok censorship language such as sewer slide and unalived, and I don't think there needs to be more of that, in my personal opinion. But and again, I just don't want to overall monetize off of the suffering of these very real victims. It's good to bring light to this stuff, sure, awareness is good, and I'm sure there's a way to tactfully talk about everything in an educational light, but I'm not the channel for that. So in response to the people that have been asking me to cover Jeffrey Epstein and cover the files, no, there's probably people more suited for that than I am. With that being said, it is necessary for me to give a brief description of some of the stuff that we found out, some of the recent events, etc., just because it's necessary for this video to contextualize the insensitivity of these two hooligans. So yeah, I'm going to give that description now. If you want to skip any parts of this video that do talk about kind of somewhat details, I would suggest skipping this part of the video. I'll put a timestamp on screen of where you can skip to, but this is kind of the most descriptive that I'm going to get with this. So yeah. So far, there's been 2 batches of files released pertaining to Jeffrey Epstein. The first release included and my favorite celebrity. Such a shame. Yeah. The first release of the files just consisted of like this fucking joke. And then on January 30th, 2026, 3.5 million more files were released, which seemed to be less heavily redacted. Still definitely heavily redacted, but I mean, like, it was more than just... Yeah, and in those files, we found out some really sick information, stuff regarding specifically of children and babies, gruesome and detailed descriptions talking about, like, the texture and comparing it to, you know, like, stuff like cream cheese, you guys, like, sick stuff. I don't even know if there's a word that exists to describe. Oh my god, I don't even want... Oh, yeah, it was bad. So we discovered some really sick stuff. There's also been some talk about the details of what they would do with these babies and like babies, like breastfeeding babies. You know, there was children, but there was also literal babies, and we saw videos of little girls walking around in the mansion, heads down, carrying things like water, you know, depicted as like servants, and these are like girls that look like 6-ish, probably 6 to 8. There was this resurfaced video of this model, I believe, in hysterics, screaming about how they're eating people, talking about like the elites. And at the time that this video originally got attention, like, she was just painted as like crazy and hysterical, and like so many people just kind of like pointed and laughed. And now with the files being released, it actually adds really disgusting context to it, you know. There's been a lot of name drops, such as Donald Trump, of course, coming up in the files over 4,000 times as of this most recent release. Of course, we've seen public responses such as what TikTok has been doing to memeify other details, like an email of Elon Musk practically begging to come, painting him as like a pathetic loser who can't get an invite to the island. Freddie, which true, but you know, just overall like making a joke of it. They've been talking about stuff like Freddie Fazbear. I guess Jeffrey liked FNAF porn, so like people are making jokes about that. I can't say it's right for people to joke about it, but, you know, I understand a name drop like Freddie Fazbear in the Epstein files wasn't necessarily on my 2026 bingo card either. There was potential confirmation of Pizzagate, a conspiracy theory originating on 4chan. Pizzagate was what they called the conspiracy about a secret ring linked to the Democratic Party. They believe that every time a celebrity mentioned pizza, that they were using it as a code word for children, eating children, or doing actual things with children. And although Pizzagate was proved to not be linked necessarily to the Democratic Party per se, like not specifically only to the Democratic Party, but the word pizza did in fact happen to occur around 1,000 times in the file, and it's been seen used in context as a code word. So like that was another big thing that people have been talking about to do with the files. Also, like hundreds, maybe thousands of celebrities were listed in the files. If you have a favorite celebrity, or if you stan someone, you might want to do a quick search about who you're supporting. I'm going to leave a link in the description of a government website where you can search names and words in the files and get the full context behind some of these names, as I am a huge advocate for doing your own research and not just blindly trusting these apathetic, money-hungry creators that read headlines and recite the most shocking information that they heard in passing for views and clicks and monetization. In fact, this entire video is going to be about these disgusting creators that see the files releasing as nothing more than their call to fame. But anyways, overall, the masses have reacted, from what I've gathered, with shock and horror. This flipped a lot of people's worlds upside down. I'm not much of a conspiracist myself, but you know, whenever I catch word of a famous person being a pedophile, my snap judgment is to just think, yeah, probably, that tracks. But not only to have that kind of confirmed, but then to find out the specific and gory details, like their tactics to make these children literal babies do really messed up stuff. But like, to find that out and then see hundreds of celebrities' names tied to it, that turned my world upside down. Not to mention, like, the victims that made it out are alive today, potentially have to see their country run by a man whose name occurred around 4,800 times in the files. Like, I mean, there's not a detail, nor a sentence, nor a picture, or an inkling of information about all of this that doesn't make the average person want to hurl over and puke. Except for Matt Fista, I think, and Nico Grigg. And that's where these two come in. I bet you forgot this video was even about these hooligans, but rest assured, they're actually here to save the day, if your brain is the size of a Skittle. Okay, let's get into it. So, like I said, Matt and Nico are TikTok / Instagram Reels / YouTube influencers. Don't boo yet. As if I'm not literally all of those things as well. Yeesh. But, yeah, Matt has around 800,000 across platforms, and Nico has nearly 5 million. And they post, well, just this slop. Like, let me pull up some examples. Oh yeah, by the way, my TikTok is still cursed from my book talk video. Yeah, look, we have Scream. Awesome. Ew, did he just spit? Okay, this is not relevant. That was really gross. Was that spit? Ew! Oh my god, ew, what the hell? Sorry. What the fuck? Okay, Jesus, I'm trying to show Matt and Nico's content. Fucking hell. But yeah, like, here's some of Matt's most popular content prior to this whole thing.
You have 30 seconds to put whatever you want in the cart. What? Yeah, go. Time's ticking. Come on. Okay, move. Sorry. I'll give him 10 more seconds. What's he gonna do? He's grabbing like whatever, dude. He's getting some good food right here, too. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, have a good one, man.
You see what he did there? He acted like he was gonna buy him the stuff, and then he didn't. Oh, funny. Oh my god. And shit like this too.
Excuse me, sir. You have 30 seconds to fill up the cart with anything you want. Go. Oh my gosh, you're going in quick. Dude, that's so much toilet paper. That's actually crazy. You're not gonna get something more expensive? Oh! Go. 10, 9, 8. Wait, why are you getting paint chips?
The wife will be happy.
Oh, all right. Well, have a good one, man.
Just the same joke. And then Nico posts stuff like this. It says 6'7". Oh my god. That's hilarious. Me too, brother. Stuff like this.
We just landed in Vegas, got a great deal on this Airbnb. This is the first room. What the f-
Uh-oh! Someone's entered the danger zone!
What am I
Welcome
looking
to the
at?
playroom.
Are you the host?
Yeah, I'm Angus. How are you? Come and play. Come here, come and play.
We just landed in Vegas.
That's the worst thing I've ever watched. Here's
Vegas,
another
got a
one.
great-
Oh! Hey! I'm Angus.
Oh my god, it's the
I'm
fuck.
your neighbor.
What's up?
Oh, now he's the
You guys-
neighbor.
You guys are a little new here, aren't ya?
Yeah, we just got the Airbnb last night.
Oh, okay, I was just wondering, yeah, I've seen some new faces and I had to come check it out for myself.
Yeah.
I've seen you and your girlfriend specifically. I've heard you guys, actually.
Sus.
No, late at night, you guys get a little...
6,
so
7.
freaky. I hear it. But don't worry about the noise, I really don't mind. I enjoy it, actually.
So just like this guy specifically, Nico, he's very much known for like staged content, and obviously like with staged content like this comes catering to children because they're the ones most likely to believe stuff like this. But like as you've gathered, they post like, what do you even call this? Like frat boy prankster content, just like the standard douchebag kinda like over the top clickbaity yelling at the camera Mr. Beast type shit. But here is where our timelines overlap in a collaboration episode from hell, because when the Epstein files were released, they rubbed their 2 brain cells together, 1 for each, and they saw dollar signs. So let's stop beating around the bush and get into this. As you may have noticed in Matt's bio, it says full island video on my YouTube. And no, unfortunately, he is not talking about some tropical vacation that he took. He is referring to a video where he visited Jeffrey Epstein's island. But before we watch the YouTube video, we're going to take a look at where this really blew up, which was TikTok, when Nico posted this video on January 30th. Literally the day after the second release of files were dropped. The day after Nico posted this video. Nico's the wannabe Team 10 rejected Hype House member. Matt is the Charlie Kirk looking one. Just so you guys can like differentiate who these two people are. Nico's the more successful one. It's true. I mean, I can't talk shit. Like, both of them are more successful than me, but like, Nico is the more successful one. So yeah, he posted this video on January 30th.
That's me swimming towards Jeffrey Epstein's private island surrounded by security. Go, go, go! First, I flew my drone and scoped out the island, noticing coast guards and no trespassing signs. And once we arrived on jet skis, a woman and her security guard started taking videos of us. What the f***? He's taking a video of me. Why are you on Epstein Island? Who do you work for? After a coast guard chased us away, I circled around back to make my attempt of sneaking on. Where are you, Epstein?
So yeah, that video racked up 15.1 million views. And then Nico's little friend, Matt, posted his little promotional video on February 2nd.
Oh my god, this is so disgusting. I'm not leaving until I make it on this island. I couldn't tell if it was my mind messing with me or not, but the vibes outside of this place were extremely dark and something didn't feel right.
Yeah, I fucking wonder why. Yeah, I wonder why. I wonder why the vibes of the Epstein fucking island felt a little dark. Felt a little not right. I wonder why.
Vibes outside of this place were extremely dark and something didn't feel right. There's rocks blocking every beach. It appears we're having a little bit of a standoff with the security. Right there, they're on their golf cart, patrolling this whole entire island. Guards are up on that hill right there. As I keep driving around the island, the security does not leave me alone. We're on the radio right now. And as I drove around the island, the tour guide ended up leaving us. We had a limited amount of time before he realized we weren't following him, or we could try and get on the island. Are they leaving? Bro, we should go on. We're going in straight at them. People taking pictures on the island. Who are these people, bro? What do you know? Is that Epstein? There's people on the island right now.
Sorry, did he just say, is that Epstein? Is that Jeffrey Epstein?
Is that Epstein?
No, that's not fucking Jeffrey Epstein. Like, whether or not you believe he's actually dead, out of all places in the fucking world to hide, why the fuck would he just be posted up on the island? Like, nonetheless, the island was literally sold. In this entire video, a lot of it like rides on this idea that like Jeffrey's hiding out there and there's like people there that know things. And like even in one of the videos, he literally yells, "Are there still children there? Are the children there?" Like, really good investigative work, guys. The island was sold in 2023, 3 years ago. Financier Stephen Deckoff paid $60 million for Great St. James and Little St. James. Little St. James is the, I guess, like, official name of the Epstein Island. Under $105 million settlement reached last December, the U.S. Virgin Islands government is due to receive half of the proceeds from the sale of Little St. James and use the money to establish a trust to fund support services and counseling for victims of sexual abuse and human trafficking. So that's good that a chunk of the money is going towards that. But yeah, it was sold. Apparently, Stephen Deckoff, the person that bought it, is planning to build a resort there. Billionaire planned to turn Jeffrey Epstein's private island into a resort after purchasing it in 2023, but years later, those plans have not yet come to fruition. I guess they've been delayed. Not much progress has been made on permitting, according to a local media report. This stuff doesn't matter too much. Just know that, like, there was talks of plans of him turning it into a resort, and that process hasn't started yet, but that's essentially his plan, and the island was bought 3 years ago by this man. So, whatever. But anyways, this guy's screaming, "Are you Epstein?" Or, like, whatever the fuck. Like, no, that's not Epstein. Duh. Like, funny though. Haha. That was so funny, I forgot to laugh.
Is that Epstein? There's people on the island right now taking photos of us. I just want to talk and see what's happening.
Question! Excuse me. What's going on now? What's happening on the island now?
Oh, in that video, by the way, that we just watched, has a good 23.9 million views. Probably 24 by the time that this video is posted. 24 million views. And the comments, of course, are just like not serious. Like people being like, oh, that man is not dead. Oh my gosh, that's literally him. Security is needed because it's still active. Why is the island not a crime scene and who owns it? It was a crime scene. It was under investigation 7 years ago. I know that recent files have been released. They should have been released a long time ago. There's like active court cases about the files, but as far as investigating the actual island, like, yeah, that took place 7 years ago. Somebody said, how is there still security when he is dead? Brother, somebody else owns the island. Also, the security that they're talking about in this video is just them like hyping up. There's not actually like security or like, how do I explain this? You'll see in the video that they act as if what they're doing is a lot more substantial than what they actually do. Like they'll see a singular boat in the entire fucking waters that they're in, and they're like, oh, they're after us, oh my gosh, because we're uncovering the fucking, I don't know. Somebody commented a zoomed in photo of the man that Matt claimed was Jeffrey Epstein. They said, I zoomed it in, pay attention to the shirt. I think that's an A, J, G. I don't know what I'm looking at. Was that like a shirt that Jeffrey Epstein infamously owned? Okay, whatever. So yeah, the both of them, Nico and Matt, posted a series of videos on TikTok and on Instagram to hype up this big YouTube video where they jet ski to the island. And doesn't that sentence in and of itself kind of like reveal why this is twisted? Like they posted a series of like shorts and reels and TikToks to hype up a YouTube video where they jet ski to Epstein's island. Like this isn't investigative journalism, spoiler alert. It's taking one of the most disgusting, unfathomable series of events involving the most heinous things, and it's fucking exploiting it for views. I mean, like, look at the thumbnail. I snuck onto Jeffrey Epstein's island? Not clickbait?
If you hear a fart, run.
Gone wrong? Like, what the fuck is this that I'm looking at? Jeffrey Epstein 3 a.m. Ouija board challenge? Oh my god, you guys. Me and my friend Matt are literally sneaking onto Jeffrey Epstein's island today to uncover the files. We are going to get to the bottom of this, and you won't believe what happens next. But before we get into that, make sure to smash that subscribe button if you hate pedophiles. Like, so gross. Like, actually so gross. I can't get over the thumbnail. Like, if you're not gonna take this seriously, then you're not the guy to do this. But let's take a look at the actual YouTube video and break this down. Side note, we're gonna mainly look at Nico's video since it got over 8 million views and Matt's got 600,000. Hold this for me. Just kidding. They're both more successful than me, but if stooping to something like this is the cheat code to success, then I'm perfectly happy being irrelevant compared to them. Okay, let's stop stalling and watch, I suppose. Okay, so it starts off hot like this.
That's me stepping foot on Jeffrey Epstein's private island, Little St. James. One of the most restricted places in the world, surrounded by conspiracies, investigations, and unanswered questions.
What do you know? Who are these people, bro? Coastal Guard! Go!
There are only a handful of people who have actually made it onto Epstein Island. Today, my only goal is to make it on the island undetected.
That's your only goal? Huh? Not to spread awareness, not to contribute anything good, but to just treat this as some, like, fake heist. Okay.
The island is now filled with security 24/7, so this is not going to be easy.
First misinfo of the day. I don't think the random woman in the dress is some sort of, like, big bad security guard. I think it's just a random lady in a dress, but alrighty.
So this is not going to be easy. And to make it even harder, I'm only going to be in the Virgin Islands for 48 hours, and that gives me 2 days to pull this off.
We only have 48 hours, guys. 48 hours visiting Jeffrey Epstein Island challenge. Like, you see the framing of this shit, bro? It's not unintentional. Like, you know? Matt's video doesn't start off much better. His actually starts off with a bunch of, like, conspiracy-ass clips about this.
Behind me is Epstein Island, and we are sneaking onto it right now. If you go a mile off the coast of the U.S. Virgin Islands, you'll find yourself here at Epstein Island. It's riddled with security and no trespassing signs. And when I went there to ask what's going on, the response I got was kind of strange. What's going on now? What's happening on the island now? Over 7 years ago, Little St. James was once home to Jeffery Epstein. It's since been sold to developers with plans of turning it into a luxury resort.
You know what's going on there? Not a damn thing. Ain't nobody allowed on the island.
Locals were saying that despite there being plans to open a resort in 2025, nothing has been torn down or built on any of the islands.
Okay, so what? So what does that mean? They're not building a resort and the new owners are going to take over Epstein's trafficking ring? Like
one of the guys' dad just bought Epstein Island and they invited me to Epstein Island.
And after hearing popular creators saying that they were allegedly invited to the island, I couldn't help but wonder what's going on there today.
I couldn't help but wonder what's going on today. So he's either insinuating that they're not going to turn it into a resort and, like, the new owners are literally taking over Epstein's trafficking ring, or saying that Jeffrey's not dead and he's running it. And your credible source is a old clip of Tana Mojo. No shade, but, like, after hearing so many creators talk about this, I couldn't help but wonder, why were they not building construction? What's going on the Epstein Island? And it's one clip of Tana Mojo from, like, a year ago. Also, just, like, how fucked up to the victims to insinuate that, like, there's still this shit going on the island. Like, you can speculate your own shit, but, like, you know, you do have responsibility as a creator that, like, you have to put some research behind what you say when you make these types of claims about really serious shit. Anyway, so back to Nico's video. The beginning of his video starts off like a vlog before he went to the island. It shows this little montage.
I'm only going to be in the Virgin Islands for 48 hours, and that gives me 2 days to pull this off. That's more than enough. Let's go.
Pause. Really? Jeff was on my flight. Oh my god. Really? No, yeah, real funny. All right.
I'm here for Jeffrey Epstein. Almost 9 a.m. We are in the U.S. Virgin Islands, and we're here for one reason and one reason only. JC, Matt.
Hey guys.
Oh, there's our little friend. Rise and shine. It's exploiting victims time. Anyways, so yeah, like blah blah vlog, whatever. We have this staged moment, like a minute into the video.
How are you?
What's happening?
We're going to Epstein's Island.
Oh man, I've been there.
We heard that.
Are neighbors among us sussy? Like, that didn't naturally happen. Like, your neighbor didn't naturally admit to being on Epstein's Island while you so conveniently just happened to be vlogging it. You know what I mean? Like, that's, I think that, like, it's staged, you know? Oh, been there.
Oh man, I've been there.
It's staged. Like, it's just making something out of nothing. And, like, you're gonna see so much of these little staged moments throughout this video to actually try to make this video seem like anything happened. And then he makes a big deal out of that line, and he like goes on to tell people that his neighbors was in the files here.
Yeah, our neighbor is in the Epstein files.
Yeah, the person who sleeps next to us, he was in the Epstein files.
Oh man, I've been there.
Like, I have a point to make about all of this, but just like take a mental note of all these little staged moments that he's adding in, because you'll quickly realize that this video has no actual sustenance behind it. It's just all little staged shit like that. Otherwise this video would be more of a nothing burger than it is, you know? But anyways, moving on, he goes to like fly his drone over the island.
No thinking, just doing 2026. Now, the first part of my plan was to fly my drone and scope out Little St. James from a distance. I'm pushing it forward right now. We're going as far as we can out. So this is Great St. James right here. That temple, people think satanic rituals go on inside it, which maybe it does, or maybe it leads to an underground railroad. But my theory is that he put it there for show. It's just a concrete block to make it look like it was an actual resort.
It's hard to tell if this is his actual footage. The typical drone ranges about 1 to 5 miles, and assuming that he's on the very outskirts of St. Thomas, which is the closest land to Epstein Island, this is potentially doable, although it is questionable when considering like flying a drone over waters calls for extreme caution due to the risk of water damage from wave spray and the issues of high winds. Not to mention this footage is like very, very high up, and it looks really good. It looks really high quality, really well done. But hey, maybe he's a drone guy, like he has a lot of money. So in Matt's video during the drone segment, he like conveniently starts losing signal every time he gets close to the island, and he like paints it as some conspiracy.
Flew the drone from our conveniently placed Airbnb to figure out what the island's looking like today and how tight their security is.
Epstein Island's right here.
But the closer I got to the island, my drone randomly started losing connection.
Dude, I'm losing signal. I lose signal every time I get towards the island. This is crazy.
Yeah, look guys, I can lose signal too. Oh my god, Matt's hacking my phone. He's making me lose signal so I don't expose him. It's all a conspiracy. They're trying to censor me. Oh my god. Like, you know, I know how to make a clip look choppy as well. Anyways, back to Nico's video. We get this sick clip.
Oh, that was aura.
Whoa, that was aura. I almost forgot that we're exploiting the victims of one of the largest pedophile rings. Am I right? Because that was so aura.
Hello.
So he gets in a taxi to go to the beach to rent a jet ski and tells his taxi driver about his plan.
Can you just take us to the beach? The second part of this plan was to have our driver Roy take us to the nearest jet ski rental spot. And we were not keeping any secrets. We told Roy exactly what we were doing. We could get a view of Epstein Island. Our plan is to take the jet skis.
Oh, you want to take the jet ski?
We want to go on it.
Good luck with that. Good luck with that.
Yeah, like even the taxi driver's like, good fucking luck. Like, you've lost your mind. Again, like, don't like how the framing of this is just like everyone laughing and having a grand old time talking about a land that holds the lives and trauma of who knows how many victims. Like, and everyone's just like, good luck with that. Oh, our neighbors in the files. Santa Mojo was invited to the island. It's all a conspiracy. Like, anyways, they continue to converse and laugh with Roy with this like upbeat reggae sounding music in the background.
If I was lucky enough to meet him, I would have called him and tell him, Jeffrey, you need to stop that Let's go to the club and bring...
They get to the rental place. There's nobody there because it was calling for rain. So then they get back in the taxi and go home.
Huh?
That literally takes up a portion of this video, is them just going to the rental place and being like, oh shit, it's about to rain. Nobody's here. Let's go home. That takes up like a good 5 minutes of the video. And then we get this weird dialogue with Roy.
I want to see you guys be happy. To go on Epstein Island, dig in. Gotta get home.
Yeah, we gotta dig.
You gotta dig to find the files so you can see all the names of all the guys.
How did you know we have to dig? Are you on the list?
My damn.
Side note, I don't know what Roy's on about. Like, talking as if it's like a physical file folder that like just happens to be buried on the island. And they reference this a couple times in the video too. Like, they talk about having to dig up the I don't know. I'll talk about that when we get to it, but it's just like, it's weird. I don't know. Alrighty. And then this part.
The whole reason we came here is just for Epstein Island.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Were you all the reporters or something?
Yeah, Nico, are you guys reporters or something? Someone who would have jurisdiction to like look into something like this at this capacity and relay accurate information to the masses? Are you a reporter? Let's hear his response.
No, we're just bored.
Oh, okay. Okay, great. Yeah, all right. Anyways, so they visit another place to set up a tour for tomorrow to see the island. Interesting services.
Can we see Little St. James too?
I'm thinking right by Epstein Island. Let's do it.
Oh, yeah. So it's 800 for everyone to go. All right. See you tomorrow. No problem.
By the way, Little St. James is Epstein's Island, as I was talking about earlier. That's like the formal name of the island. Anyways, so it's the next morning. Can you believe this video is about Jeffrey fucking Epstein? Yeah, the elites, the victims, many of which didn't make it out. Fucking cannibal pedophile trafficking ring? Okay, yeah. Can you believe that? Meanwhile, it pans to this, like, and he's wearing, like, a hat. He's like, this is awesome, drinking out of a coconut. He's got, like, epic, bro. Anyways, so they visit the jet ski place the next morning. Like I said, they can't go on the jet skis again because it's raining. Cue suspenseful music over the fact that it's lightly raining.
Dude, it's freezing. I'm trying to get some cover. The rain is getting bad, bro.
Oh, side note, by the way, we're halfway through the video and they've done fuck all except stage a bunch of dramatic details about it and make light of this mass tragedy and then also spread misinformation. Let's quickly go over to Matt's video as well, though, where they're also doing fuck all. And of course, they're doing the same shit. It takes place on the same day, whatever.
And the second we were about to go out on the water, things started to get a bit tense.
Well, it's not looking too hot. Just began downpouring right as we were supposed to get on the jet skis, so now the waves are going to be pretty brutal. As you can see out there are some white caps.
There's a lot of things that can go wrong right now. I'm just praying that we don't get caught and arrested. Our flight is literally tomorrow, so I really just don't want to spend the night in jail. JC, what do you think we're going to find out there?
If we're going to be real,
Yeah.
we're not going to find
Yeah, you're not finding shit. Like your buddy said, you're not finding shit. Like, they try to paint it as if this is for, like, educational or research purposes. Honestly, they don't even try to paint it as that. But I guess it could be interpreted as that by some people who want to defend these guys. So, like, you know, try to paint it as if it's for, like, educational research purposes. But, like, they know that fuck all's going to happen. And then they're just going to end up editing the final cut to make it seem interesting.
All I'm gonna say is they're not gonna be redacted after I'm done with it.
Oh yeah.
The Epstein files.
What are you gonna do?
We're gonna find every single file.
You're gonna find every single file? What do you mean? What, like, this is what they said earlier about, like, digging up the files. are they aware that the files aren't some like secret underground folder? Like, I don't know if they're aware of that. And like they go on with this narrative even further later on. I'll show you that in a sec, but like back to Nico's video for now. In Nico's video, they finally start to get ready to go on the jet skis, and Matt, like the content brain jouster that he is, says this.
Waves are gonna be bad. There's a chance one of us flips our jet skis and we don't make it out today. No troll.
Hey guys, we might not make it out of this. One like equals one prayer. And then here's where they go on about the whole like digging up the files thing, because Nico says this.
Once I get there, I'm digging. I need to dig, bro. I was told to dig, and I'm going to dig.
Dig for what? Dig for what, Nico? What are you digging for? The island was sold. It does not belong to Epstein anymore, first of all. Second of all, let's say that there's hidden, sensitive information of some sort, like a scavenger hunt, okay? Like as if all the unredacted files are literally some sort of physical file folder that is like hidden and scavenged and Easter egged across the island, right? A human, like you and I, can roughly dig up 1 to 2 feet with their hands in an hour. So in this hypothetical scenario in which there's anything other than decomposed remains on that land, and like, sorry that that's graphic, but like that's not an overstatement. Like it's not. You guys know what we're talking about. I know that me mentioning the realities feels like a shockwave compared to their video because their video is making such light of it. But like, this is the Epstein fucking island. In that case in which information is buried underground, like a hidden scroll, surely not a foot underground, a single foot underground. This is a foot. I don't know if this is a foot. It's somewhere around here, right? Okay, like you know what I mean? But whatever, dude. Cue heroic montage of him having fun on a jet ski.
That right there is Epstein Island. Oh my God. What the fuck? We gotta get on it. I'm coming for you, Epstein! Everyone watching, subscribe. I can't even open my left eye. There's so much salt in it. Epstein Island.
Is that your fucking Bitmoji traveling towards the island?
Hell no, man. What the fuck, man?
Okay, yeah, okay. Anyways, after a bunch of inappropriate jokes, they finally make it closer to the island.
So close to his island. I can't believe I'm looking at it, bro. Bro, this is crazy. What's that island? Nah, getting flicked up in front of Epstein crib is crazy. We see the island clearly, right there. There it is! We're so close! Oh my God.
Yeah, it's crazy to actually think about the fact that those are the waters that a 15-year-old victim attempted to swim away in after she was forced to engage in sexual acts with Epstein and the others until she was then captured and then punished by Epstein, allegedly. So, glad your YouTube vlog's going well, though.
At this point, we actually ended up changing our plan. JC and Bragan were distracting our instructor, Eric, so Matt and I decided to just start driving towards Epstein Island, even though Eric told us not to go anywhere near it.
Yeah, you know that instructors actually tell you not to go somewhere for a reason? Like, it could be dangerous, it could be trespassing, it could have to do with, like, the wildlife, shallow waters. Keep in mind, like, his intention is to get onto the island. He's been saying this entire video that he intends on fully going onto the island and digging. So, like, he's planning on sneaking behind his instructor's back to fully, like, get onto the island, despite his instructor telling him not to. Okay, we get another Bitmoji visual. Awesome. And then...
But as we were getting closer to Epstein Island, I seen Eric in the corner of my eye speeding towards Matt, and he stopped us.
We are so close. Oh my God. There's a girl looking at me. What the f***? What the f*** am I looking at, bro? Who are these people, bro? What do you know?
So the instructor stops Matt from getting closer, and then in an attempt to salvage as much content as possible, he just starts yelling at random people on the island. What do you know? Like, just random people on the island 7 years later. It's 3 years after it was bought.
Oh, they're calling the cops.
See how he's painting it as if something's happening when literally nothing's fucking happening? The girl on the island walked away for a second because you were screaming at her. And then he's like, guys, they're calling the cops because we've uncovered so many of the untold secrets of Jeffrey Epstein's island. She's not calling the cops. You're within jurisdiction to be on the waters near the island. Like, she just walked away for a sec.
That lady's still looking, bro. She's taking pictures of us. I gotta say cheese.
Damn. Cue Vine boom sound effect in this video about Jeffrey Epstein. Alright, flashback to Matt's video where he's making a big ass deal about these same people just existing, and then he shows this clip from his reel that we watched earlier.
There's people taking pictures on the island.
Who are these people, bro? What do you know?
Is that Epstein?
Yeah, like I was saying, no, that's not Epstein. But then Matt continues and says this.
Is that Epstein?
Okay, now here's where things get really interesting. So there's this viral video that's been circulating the internet for years now, where this drone went to Epstein Island after Epstein was found dead, and they apparently saw him sitting on a golf cart, where he then looks up at the drone, gets back into his golf cart, and drives directly into a garage. This video took the internet by storm, and people were convinced for years that this was Epstein.
Yeah, so Matt seems to be a bit more of a conspiracy theorist in the way that he's painting his video. I looked into that footage that he showed, by the way, and like from what I've seen as far as the public's response to that video and such goes, is like mainly just people saying that it's an old video from before the arrest that resurfaces every few years of people claiming that Epstein's alive. So like Matt says in his video that the video is from after the arrest or like after he died, but haven't really seen anything substantial about that. And then of course Matt's painting it as like, oh look, he's wearing a blue shirt in that video, and the guy on the island is also wearing a blue shirt. It's literally Epstein. Guys, I literally visited Epstein's Island 3 a.m. 48-hour challenge, and I literally saw Jeffrey Epstein. This entire video and Nico's remind me of when YouTubers will go somewhere haunted. Like, they'll go to, like, one haunted hotel from, like, The Shining or whatever, and nothing will happen, and then they'll realize, like, oh, this video is going to be boring as shit, so they just, like, have their friend go in the next room and make a noise, and they stage it like it's a ghost. They do a bunch of stupid shit like that, and, like, they know it's fake, but like they need a video. So like for instance, he saw this guy in a blue shirt and he was like, oh my gosh, it's Epstein, look at this resurface video, etc., etc. And like when you mix that with the insensitive and clickbaity nature of this all, the actual crimes and victims involved in the files and the misinformation, like both these videos are so disgusting, like so tone deaf, so disgusting, so just like blatantly capitalizing, trying to monetize on this shit, as I've said multiple times. But like, I don't know, the fact that they're staging all these details and then also throwing misinformation into it, it's gross. But continuing with Matt's video, we have another clip of him yelling at these random people near the island, or at least it's like framed to look like it's near the island. This could very well be back where they were before they even left, because like what he's shown of the island, it doesn't show like a little boat dock, but like do with that what you will.
Pulled up to the dock to ask some questions.
Loads of signs right here. Question. Excuse me. I heard there's a resort. I heard there's supposed to be a resort getting built. A resort being built? Like a resort. I've seen there's supposed to be a resort here. Hold on.
Really riveting content.
She waved me in.
So since she waved me in to come closer to the dock so she could hear me, I made sure to take full advantage of this.
I heard there's supposed to be like a resort getting built here soon. Is that true? Really? Okay. Why are you being a little passive aggressive?
Bro, she's literally not. You're just being weird and nosy.
Why are you being a little passive aggressive with that like answer? Why are you like being like closed off? Because I'm curious for the public, you know what I mean? Like, when's the resort getting built? I believe there is one getting built, but when? What's going on now? What's happening on the island now?
She begins making a phone call and quickly turns away from my camera.
Oh my god, she's calling the Secret Services on you. Like, yeah, she's turning away because you're filming her. And she literally said, why are you filming me? Like, she's uncomfortable. I would do the exact same thing. I would also turn away. And, like, the implication here, right, is that she's, like, calling someone to, like, take care of them when they're not even doing anything at all. Like, this is just some random woman near an island, which might not even be the island anymore. Several years after it was bought. She doesn't have secret government connections to take you out, Matt. Like...
I'm just curious. I know a lot of people are wondering. I can leave if you would like, ma'am. I'm just curious. I really don't mean to, like, annoy you. You know what I mean?
She's ignoring me. Wow, they're being a little bit hostile. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know why this lady couldn't just answer my question.
Because you were recording and yelling at her and being very confrontational after she asked you to stop recording her. Is why. Like, that's why. But anyways, he stuck around even longer to say stuff like this.
Are there still kids on this island?
Yeah. You're so gross, man. And, like, he included that clip in one of his reels of him yelling at her, like, are there still kids on the island? And everybody in the comments, fucking brain dead real users, were like, oh my god, owned, I can't believe he asked her if there was still kids on the island, ha ha ha. Like finding it, like, so funny, and it's just really gross. Like, everything about this video is just, I don't know, it's just not okay. But don't worry, he keeps going and harassing this woman.
I'm sketched out now because you're ignoring me and you're making phone calls trying to, like, I don't know if you're trying to intimidate me or what.
Bruh.
I don't know if you're trying to intimidate me or what. Meanwhile, she's ignoring you, which is like probably one of the most common de-escalation attempts. And you're like, I don't know if you're trying to intimidate me or what. But like I said, this video doesn't even look like the island anymore, so like who knows what's even going on with this whole clip. But yeah, after this, some like guy walks down and Matt paints it as like, just watch.
Is there somebody maybe I could talk to? I'm really just curious. Am I not allowed to be here? All right, ma'am, you have a good day. If you were curious about what's happening on Epstein Island right now, there's girls taking photos of us from inside of there. There doesn't seem to be any construction yet. The lady on the boat won't talk to me, and now they have a security coming on the golf cart. Is everything all right? Everything good?
Oh my god, it's Epstein. Bro, he was not getting on the boat. So he's like far as away from this woman now, right? Like he shows himself before he zooms in. He sees this guy walking near the boat, and then he's acting as if this motherfucker was like coming to kill them. Like he's just some random like 60-year-old man. He even gave you the friendly like white guy like nod. And you're like, we gotta go, he's getting on the boat. Like, so weird. And then he starts like claiming that they were chased off of the island because this old man walked near the dock.
We gotta go. Go. They're hopping on the boat. They're chasing us. The guy's getting on the boat. We're getting chased off Epstein Island. I don't know what the lady said to that guy. They're being so weird. What's going on? We gotta get the fuck out of here. Oh my god.
He's totally coming for you guys. Oh my gosh. Crazy. Meanwhile, in Nico's video, he's panicking and driving away, convinced that the security guards are after him.
Coastal Guard! Go, the Coastal Guard! Go! What the fuck? There's like 3 of us! Go!
Bro, that guy is not after you. It's just a boat in your general vicinity existing. Like...
Go! Hurry up! Golf cart!
Oh my god! They're not the golf carts! They must be after you too, even though they're on fucking land. Also, he said that there was 3 coastal guards and acting as if he was trying to get away from them.
Like 3 of them!
But then he only showed 1 boat within very distant and reasonable proximity of him, but okay. And like even in Matt's video earlier, before he was pretending that the old man was after him, he addresses that nothing crazy is going on with the boats.
There's guards right there. There's security patrolling over there. They're already coming out. There's people on carts right there. I'd imagine people come and look at the island all the time anyway. So this is not too out of the norm. There's definitely a lot of tourism out here, so I don't think this alarms them.
He's like, yeah, they're probably not for us. There's a lot of tourism out here. And Nico's like, oh my god, they're chasing us. The golf carts too. Everybody's after us. Bro, Okay, anyways, in Nico's video, they're disappointed that he didn't make it onto the island.
Honestly, so disappointed we didn't make it on the island. So I'm down $800. I flew here for no reason right now. I have not stepped on Epstein Island.
Wow. Being a YouTuber must be so hard. You're truly the biggest victim in all of this, honestly. Anyways, they gather around to plan another trip to the island, as if this wasn't enough of a sign to wrap it the f up. Like, maybe you shouldn't be monetizing off of this in the first place, but you know. They're talking about it, and then Nico stages this Instagram DM, bro.
I got a DM. Hello, I work at Little St. James. Saw you today, and if you try to come on, we will have you arrested and detained.
Shut the f Yo!
Someone knows we're trying to go back. I don't know who it is.
They took photos of us. That's some sketchy shit.
I didn't realize your jet ski had your Instagram handle on it for some random person from the island to DM you. That's crazy. Keep in mind, he didn't even get anywhere near the island, like, in the first place. He staged the whole, like, oh, we're gonna distract the driver to get closer, and then put a clip of him driving on the jet ski as if he was, like, getting closer to the island. But then all the actual footage after that point doesn't even show him closer to the island. It just shows him zooming into the island as if he's closer to it. So, like, why would you be getting threatened right now? You weren't even close to the island. You weren't anywhere near, like, trespassing grounds, whatever the hell. Not to mention, that person, A, doesn't know your Instagram handle. B, you weren't close enough for them to even see your face and recognize who you are without binoculars. And, like, you've got a following, sure, but I don't think you're at the level where you're just, like, recognizable to anybody and everybody. Like, but whatever. Like, that shit just pisses me off. Like, really, truly taking this all the least serious that he could be. Like, you're spitting in the face of all of these victims here. Being like, oh my gosh, guys, I got an Instagram DM. They're gonna do, like, shut up, bro. Anyways, he plays out this whole, like, fake Instagram DM thing for a while because he needs to make this video interesting. I'm gonna spare you guys having to watch that. But then the video eventually cuts to the next day where they go back to a different jet ski rental place for their flight. And while they're back there, he says this.
We have to go straight to Roy and then go straight to the airport to make our flight. If we miss our flight, that gives them enough time to track us down and keep us here, so.
If we miss our flight, that'll give them enough time to track us down and keep us here. Who, Nico? Who is tracking you down? And for doing what? What you have done here is insignificant. Completely. This hasn't been investigatory. This hasn't been educational. You're doing f*** all. Nobody has any motive to give a single f***. Nobody has any motive to waste a moment of their day to track you down, to DM you on Instagram, to do anything. Like, you've done nothing here. This video is nothing. It's a wad of nothing. But you can just, like, say whatever you want because your viewers are roughly 8 to 12 years old.
Everyone go ahead and sign here for me.
We had some girls that were imitating Tyler. Remember Tyler? You saw it.
Oh, there?
Yeah, he's on YouTube. He's shortened up his clip, put it on TikTok. 2 girls went over there and tried to do the same thing. Same thing happened to him, happened to them. They got too close to the island, suck up some rocks. They had to pay for a bottom of a jet ski. They weren't too happy.
Yeah, see, so that's exactly what I was talking about. Like, there's reasons why the jet ski instructor didn't want you guys to get closer, other than obvious reasons. But, like, there's shallow waters covered in rocks. It will destroy the jet ski that you don't own. Like, it's not yours. And this guy's on to you. He knows that that's fully what you intend on doing. So he's making you, like, sign extra papers about it.
This is crazy. He said he's gonna make YouTubers fill out 40 pages after Tyler Oliveira did this.
Not to mention, like, right here in this moment, they're literally promoting their friend that's never driven a jet ski to drive. So that's a pretty epic moment that they put in the video as well.
A little bumpy out there. You guys good with that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, yesterday was murder, bro.
Yeah.
So, like, I think we'll be fine.
Is it worse than yesterday, you think?
The wind is up about 2 knots from yesterday.
It's worse than yesterday, and now we're actually going to shore. So, bro, what if we, like, get knocked out unconsciously trying to swim?
Okay, chill.
Wait, we're driving?
We're driving.
Okay. I've never driven a jet ski.
Oh,
I'll figure it out.
Yeah. Next, we have this moment.
He said that the guys on the island chased Tyler with a machete and cut it out.
He said the guys on the island chased Tyler with a machete and he cut it out of his video. How convenient. Yeah, how convenient that not only do we not hear the guy tell you that they apparently chased Tyler with the machete, but how convenient that Tyler also cut it out of his video. Seems like it's totally something that happened, though. By the way, I don't know why I don't know who the fuck Tyler is. I've never heard of him. I guess he also went on the island 2 years ago. The video got like 12 million views, so trendsetter, am I right? Pretty cool that this has had a ripple effect of other idiots trying to go on the fucking Epstein Island for content. That's really epic. Anyway, so they start talking about what his friends should do if they don't come back, whatever, just hyping up nothing. But let's cut to them going back on the jet skis, since nothing happened the first time they went on the jet skis. And now we only have 3.5 minutes of the video left, by the way, so.
These are the craziest waves I've ever experienced, bro. It's like hard to hold on.
Brother. Okay. Oh, of course, the fucking Bitmoji again. Traveling toward... Also, side note, it doesn't seem like his friends came with him. Matt came with him because we have a clip of Matt coming with him as well. But, like, in the clips that he's showing, it seems like he's just being driven by some, like, random guy that, like, works for the jet ski company. So, dare I say... I don't think that we're about to get some earth-shattering, oh my god, we made it to the island and dug up the file, and dug up the files, and found everything, give them a Nobel Peace Prize and $100 million in ad revenue moment. I don't think we're gonna get that.
Bro, we're so close to the temple.
Literally not close at all. They do get closer at one point, and then they get closer, and then he admits that he probably won't be going onto the island. Shocker.
There is a staircase leading somewhere. I'm really, really tempted to walk up it. I just don't know how I would get on the island right now. Dude, this is insane, bro. Oh my god. Epstein could literally be right there, bro.
I can assure you, Epstein is not literally right there, bro. Also, why are you low-key fangirling and, like, laughing and shit? Like, every time they're near the island, they all get like this. Like, they get all, like, giddy and weird about it. Like, if I was near the island, I feel as if I would instantly feel the weight of the mass tragedies that occurred there, like, just from knowing a percentage of what went on there. Like, how many lives and souls of children and like newborn babies are just stuck there. Like, just finding out that information fucked me up. I talk about these like ruminating, intrusive thoughts that I struggle with, and it's like still hard for me to sleep at night. And it's been a good couple weeks since I like found this stuff out. And like, you're not affected at all whatsoever coming face to face with the place that these things occurred. Like, that doesn't, like, nothing. You feel nothing from this. And like, I guess in all fairness, I doubt that he even knows the extent of what went on there, considering the fact that he literally thinks that the files are like a physical thing that he can dig up. So I really don't think he even like knows anything or did any research prior to this video. So maybe that's why it's not affecting him, but I don't know. Anyways, he does jump out of the jet ski to swim to the fucking island. You're joking, right? By the way, the like bros swimming in place meme, that wasn't me editing that. That was literally in his fucking video. Like, bros swimming in place, skull emoji, that was in his video. But yeah, he jumps out for a singular second, knowing damn well that he's not gonna swim there. And then it cuts to him like getting back in the jet ski all scared because he sees the Coast Guard across the fucking ocean.
Oh shit. Actually?
Like literally, like so fucking far. Like, that's genuinely ridiculous. But rest assured, he tries again.
Oh my god, I'm on it now.
Yeah, he actually made it on the Epstein Island for 15 fucking seconds.
sea urchin? I think so. My hands are bleeding.
I think I see them pulling up right now.
We gotta get them on. He's got a sea urchin in his foot.
Yeah. What we got here? What happened? Let me see what happened. Sea urchin where? Yeah, just piss on it.
Nico's absolutely riddled in sea urchins.
I got sea urchins, right?
And then, yeah, he goes home. He got a sea urchin on his hand, and then he cried the whole way home. So, that's what happens with Nico's video. But don't worry, I didn't forget about our friend Matt. Maybe he did something substantial. Oh, wait. He didn't even attempt? Oh.
Game plan was simple. Nico and I are gonna storm the island at 2 different angles. This way we hopefully outnumber the security and are able to actually get on the island. But the closer we got to the house, the bigger the waves got.
I can't swim in this. Yeah, bro.
It's really hard to tell on camera, but the current was extremely strong rushing to the beach, and some of these waves were 5 to 10 feet tall.
If I swim to this...
No, they're not. Some of these waves are literally 20 feet tall. They're the size of my house. Meanwhile, okay. Okay. And then they just turned around and they went back. Like, that was their attempt. They turned around and went back after that, after being like, the currents are crazy, the waves are so tall. It's not picking up on camera, guys.
It's really hard to tell on camera.
But I swear, these waves are huge. It's insane. I don't know if we're gonna make it out here alive if we don't turn back right this second. And that's the end of Matt's video. So Nico's video ends with him getting a cut on his hand and turning back, and then Matt was like, these waves are humongous, like, and then he turns back. Yeah. And don't get me wrong, I'm not disappointed that he didn't make it on the island. I think if anybody were to visit for any reason, it should not be someone with your intentions. But regardless, visiting now doesn't really serve the public much anyways. Like I said, it's been sold for years. It's no longer an active crime scene. So it's really just like drawing out these disgusting events, this child trafficking ring that killed babies and kids and raped, essayed, and cannibalized them, and it's just drawing that out for monetization. So like, this is disgusting, and I fear people with your lack of empathy. It feels dark and twisted to me that you're comfortable not only monetizing this, then literally going out there and like laughing about it the whole video. And the fact that these like reels and that this video and that all of this has been getting even the littlest bit of praise from the public, being like, bro, you're onto something. You're gonna expose Epstein. You're gonna dig up the file. I don't know where the whole dig up the files thing came from in the first place, but like, just all of this, you can tell that like his audience that supports him is also like so heavily misinformed and young, presumably very young. And not to mention on Instagram and on TikTok, at least they're definitely deleting any like negative comments as well, because a lot of people are calling them out for like the desensitization. This is how desensitization of mass tragic events like this happen, when you make jokes and make light of the situation. It literally desensitizes the masses. You have a huge following, and this entire video is the furthest from serious. It's the furthest from serious. It's painted as something that it's not, because you fabricated all these details about it to make it seem like more was happening than it was. And then also, it just is filled with misinformation. Like, there's nothing good that comes from this. And not only that, but it was pathetic. It was a pathetic attempt to even act like you had good intentions, or like you had intentions of going on the island, etc., etc. Like you cut your hand on a sea urchin, and then Matt was like, the waves are ginormous, and they fucking weren't at all. And then you guys both turned around and you're like, well, I think we have enough footage to make something out of it. It's pathetic. But don't worry, that's not all I have to say. This whole thing, they continue to drag it out on Instagram and on TikTok, like to this day that I'm filming this. I literally saw a reel from Nico about it today. Okay, but before we get into their series of TikToks, I am going to read you some of the comments that they've received on their videos, because like I said earlier, the YouTube videos are really the only place that you can see any negative comments. So this person commented and they said, I haven't watched more than 2 seconds of this video and I came here to thumbs down your video and say f you solely based on the thumbnail. Victims of rape are now YouTube likes. Yep. Good to see some sensible people here. This person said, how did you get the shots of you going on the island in the beginning if you didn't make it in the island? Okay, here's some context here. I swear to you that this was a thing. And like, I genuinely thought I was losing my mind for a little bit there. I thought I was having some sort of Mandela effect because I saw either from the YouTube video or in one of his TikToks, which I went back and I watched all of Nico's and Matt's TikToks. There used to be a TikTok up of them actually going on the island, and like they show them like inside of what looks like some sort of abandoned infrastructure, whatever, like going through pieces of paper. I think they staged it to look like files, you know what I mean? That was a thing. That was a thing, and this comment confirms it. This comment says, how did you get the shots of you going on the island in the beginning if you didn't make it on the island? I think that they got flack for that and they cut that part out of the video, because I swear to you, that was a thing, and that was part of the reason why I wanted to make this video, because I was like, that's fucking insane. Like, they didn't even go on the island and they straight up staged those fucking shots. And like, I'm so annoyed that they cut it out of the video and I can't fucking find it now. But just know that like, yeah, it went even deeper than what I've shown you today. And this person said, nobody texted you but your friend in the other room, referring to the like fake DM. Oh, why? Where's my camera? Bruh. Sorry about that, y'all. My camera's being weird as hell right now. Oh my gosh, I'm being hacked. It's a conspiracy. Okay, yeah, this person said nobody texted you but your friend in the other room, referring to like the fake DM that they got. This person said literally nothing happened. I also found a Reddit post about this. This person posted on r/Epstein and said, for the people who think Jeffrey Epstein's alive, you might not be crazy. A YouTuber named Nico Grigg posted on his other channel him trying to sneak on the island, and him and his group think that they saw him. And then the top comment said, this is useless. Which, yeah, like, come on. Like, for the people that still think he's alive, go watch Nico's video. They saw an old man in a blue shirt. Bro, like, genuinely, insert gif of our brains are shrinking. Like, but yeah, shout out to that top commenter that said this is useless. And then another commenter said, just to give my 2 cents, I know this Nico Grigg guy. He is a YouTuber and he has stolen and fake content already a lot of times. He has zero credibility in my eyes. Okay, last comment that we have to look at from his YouTube video is this comment that says, I just looked at his recent shorts and he doesn't even try to get the license plate. I think it's staged for content. The license plate, you may ask? License plate of what? Well, here is where we get into him dragging it. Matt and him both just dragging it. So ever since they posted their YouTube video about visiting the island, whatever, they have been claiming that they're being gang stalked, bro. And like, oh my god, it's so bad. Just making something out of nothing. So we'll look at Nico's page first. So after posting stuff like this to try to hype up the video.
Could you please give us your name? Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah, I came in with the song. Yeah, I came in with the song. Bitch, I play railroad. Yeah, bitch, I play railroad. Yeah, I came in.
We watched some of those videos, like him hyping up, you know, prior to posting his YouTube video. But like, just to circle back, it is crazy to me that like he really went, visited Jeffrey Epstein's island, and then filmed the whole YouTube video about it in a series of TikToks, you know, where he's like,
could you please give us your name? Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah, I came in with the song.
like, bro, come on. Anyways, so after posting a series of stuff like that, like hyping up the videos, after the videos were posted, he started posting stuff like this.
It's been just 3 days since I posted this video of me sneaking onto Jeffrey Epstein's island.
I can't get over that thumbnail. I'm so sorry. I can't. I like, one more look at it.
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck,
crazy. Sorry. Let's.
Epstein's island. Every day since I've been home, there have been blacked out Escalade trucks sitting outside my house. I'm not sure what they want or who they are, but I'm posting this here now just in case anything happens. For all I know, this could be Jeffrey Epstein's friends. If I pissed anyone off, I apologize, and I want this all to be over.
Really? Really? Yeah, okay. This video, by the way, got 47 million views. 47 million views. People believe in this shit. Yeah, people believe in this shit. He did nothing. There's no Let's keep watching.
3 days
He keeps
since I
going.
posted
He
this
posts.
video of me-
Shut up. He posts so many videos about this. Like, here's the next one.
These comments are actually starting to scare me. This morning I woke up to another blacked out SUV parked outside my house. 10 minutes later, it came back with a police car behind it. I don't know who these people are. I don't want any smoke. I'm a bitch. All jokes aside, I'm posting here daily just in case anything happens. Follow to stay up.
Oh, had to sneak that in there. Follow to stay updated. Make sure to like and subscribe too as well.
I'm about to try to confront one of the black Escalade trucks sitting outside my house. There he is. He thinks he's so sneaky, but I see him. I haven't tried confronting one of them yet, so I'm actually curious to see what's gonna happen. Kind of nervous, not gonna lie. Look at him. He has no clue that I know he's here right now. Oh my God, bro. No, okay. I'm not gonna lie. Him driving away just confirmed that they are watching me. I'm terrified. I'm not leaving my house anymore. I'm posting every day. Follow to stay updated.
So obviously, it's all staged. Like you guys are smart. You guys know that this is all staged. That he just has a friend that has a black SUV. I know a lot of people that have black SUVs. My neighbor has a black SUV. I don't think I'm being gang stalked. I don't think you're being gang stalked either. You did nothing worth anybody caring. You did nothing substantial. You hold no secrets. If anything, the government would love you because you're contributing to the masses being desensitized to this stuff and not taking it that seriously because you're like contributing to like memes and shit about it. So
why haven't you called the police? Guys, obviously I called the police the first day this happened. The police told me they're gonna work on it. That pretty much means nothing.
Right, so you film everything except for you actually calling the police. Interesting. Right.
People who are trying to stalk me, I'm sorry for whatever I did. I don't know what you want from me. I just want this all to be over, seriously.
Yeah, that's why you're posting 5 TikToks about it every single day. This shit is so brain dead. Oh, this is the video. I hate this video so bad. Like, oh!
I have no intention of ending my life. I love my life, and I wanted to apologize to anyone that I've offended during these last couple days. And I apologize for the video I posted. It was a little bit disrespectful, and I apologize.
You think higher ups are gonna stage your suicide over your nothing burger of a video, over your video in which you did fuck all, in which you were in the same waters that the Epstein Island's in? Oh my God. And then you cut your hand and you went home. Nobody is gonna take your life and then stage it as a suicide, little bro. And you know that. We all know that, right? I hope so, because sometimes I really feel as if every day on the internet, and especially when I stumble across content like this that's clearly catered to a certain audience, but it has so many views, 40-something million views, and maybe it's because he deletes comments, but I just see so many people believing it, and that dumbass that was posting in the subreddit being like, guys, I think this guy's actually on to something. I just have to tell myself that it's kids, because it's this can't be. I was even talking to my sister and my sister's friend about these guys, and my sister's friend, no shade to her, but she was like, yeah, I've seen those videos and now they're being stalked, and I was like, yeah, are you guys scared for the stupidity of what literally feels like the fucking world, of lack of critical thinking about everything? Does that put a little bit of a pit in your stomach, or is that just me? Let me know. But anyways, this video's fucking stupid as well. Yeah, then we have this video posted February 5th.
You cannot make this up. I kid you not. I just went to the mall. Me and Matt are chilling in the mall. We go outside. There's a blacked out SUV directly behind our car. This is real, and it's happening in real time. Oh, he turned off his lights.
Low-key, kind of an infinite content glitch of like, now that you've painted it this way, anytime that you're out and about and you see a black SUV, which is like so common, like SUVs in general are so common, black is one of the most common colors for cars. Like I see black SUVs every single day, most of which have tinted windows, as most cars have tinted windows, you know what I mean? Like, and just now, anytime they see it, they're like, oh my god, you guys, since we got back from sneaking onto Jeffrey Epstein's island, they're coming after me. I promise I am not suicidal. Look at this blacked out SUV. It is the government and I am being gang stalked, you guys. I'm tired. Let's keep watching.
Boys, my YouTube video got demonetized last night, and I got a TikTok strike. I think they're trying to take my account down, so make sure you guys follow this account. It might get deleted though.
Make sure you guys follow this account. P.S. I got 500,000 fucking ads when I watched his YouTube video. It is not demonetized. But of course, like all the comments, like nobody's actually verifying it. Like everyone's like, oh, it's because of Epstein. It's because he's not dead and you saw it. Like literally this comment, Epstein's not dead and they saw him there. That's why. Brother, that was an old fuck in a blue shirt. It was just an old dude in a blue shirt. Like, they don't want you exposing them. You guys are stupid. Y'all are stupid as fuck. Let's keep watching.
You cannot make this up. It is 2:24 a.m. Someone left this right outside my door. I guess it's a little bottle of alcohol. This is really random.
Just coming up with shit, man. I wonder if he asked like ChatGPT or something for content ideas, but like just staging everything. Oh my gosh, guys, you wouldn't believe it. I went into my office. Guess what's on my desk? A pair of scissors. They want to hurt me with these scissors. I don't remember putting these scissors here. So let me make a whole TikTok about like just whatever. We're done with his. Let's go to Matt's page, who's doing the exact same shit.
This looks like the same car that's at Nico's. Yo.
Yeah, they'll park on all sides of the house. They'll show stuff.
Jerry, turn off the lights. Turn off the lights. They're outside. Look. Hey, I see you.
Just milking the fact that they have a friend that has a black SUV. Also, side note, if you for whatever fucking reason believe that any of this is like true to any degree and that they're being stalked, Matt posted some exposed video about like Scientology, I guess, cool, whatever. He posted that video right before he posted his Epstein video, and guess what he was doing right after the Scientology video?
Ever since I posted videos about a particular organization, I have been seeing a vehicle parked outside of my apartment at random times every single day. I've heard that this organization has allegedly hired private investigators before, mostly honored, and if I go missing...
Right, so on January 20th, he's being stalked by an SUV due to his Scientology video.
And I look out my window, and this is special. There's a van aiming directly into my apartment. If I go missing, you know who it was.
Another video about the Scientology SUV stalking him. And then he starts posting about the Epstein video, right? They go on their little trip about the Epstein video, Epstein video, Epstein video. And then on February 4th, a week later, after he claims that he's being stalked by SUVs due to the Scientology video, now he's being stalked by SUVs due to the Epstein video. You know, like he can't even pick one thing. Next thing you know, he's gonna post a video about fucking, I don't know, what's another really insensitive thing? P. Diddy. He posts a video about P. Diddy's victims, and then there's gonna be a red SUV outside of his house. Like, you know, this isn't the first time pulling this shit. Like,
this is getting ridiculous.
Don't make a video covering the Epstein files. Yeah, I wasn't planning on it. Really good piece of advice. I actually wasn't planning on it for several reasons.
Yo, this is crazy. Watch what happens when I try to go on Instagram. I click on my page, change password. We've locked your account to protect you from a possible...
Truly, I won't say that I will applaud them, but I will say it's very creative the ways in which that they can stretch anything and everything to act as if it means anything. Like, you know, Nico seeing the alcohol bottle, like Nico just going into his cabinet, finding an alcohol bottle and then putting it outside of his door and being like, oh my god, you guys, the FBI that's gang stalking me wants me to get drunk so that they can kill me. I'm not suicidal. I love my life. Like, you know what I mean? Just like with anything. And then Matt's over here and he's like, I haven't changed my Instagram password in a while. Let me do that. And then he's like, oh my god, you guys, my Instagram's being hacked right now because it's asking me to change my password. Like, just making something out of nothing. Like, so much. And all the comments are eating it the fuck up, dude. And that's just making me, like, lose it even more. This has to be kids. That's, like, the only thing I can tell myself to make myself feel better about it. Because, like, the alternative is just that, like, everybody's stupid. I don't want to live in a world where, like, everybody believes shit like this. We need some people that think. Please.
Why are you guys making this a joke? This is my life, okay?
You're actively smiling and laughing while being like, why are you guys making this a joke? Oh my god. Your entire video and Nico's entire video were making it a joke. You made the entire fucking Epstein situation a joke. Every fucking thing about it you made a joke. You're a joke. Your content's a joke.
You're nervous about being in a documentary. Well, let me tell you something. I'm nervous about my flat tires, okay? Okay, so next time let's think before we say stuff like this. Okay, bye, have a
Good night at the mall. My car's
He
right
made
there.
a TikTok about it
There's
as well.
SUV right.
Oh my god. Someone just knocked at my door and it's a whole... I think the higher up sent someone.
Bruh.
I've never seen this guy before. Bro, just ordered fucking DoorDash and fucking made a video out of it.
Awesome.
Delivery Instacart, awesome, thank you. Yeah, literally made a whole TikTok and in the TikTok admitted the fact that like, oh shit, wait, I forgot that I ordered a fucking Instacart delivery. Oh my fucking god. We're not watching any more of Matt's, but they're essentially the same shit. You know what I mean? Like... Hang on, I see one more that I'm fucking...
Huge update. I have been threatened with a lawsuit due to a video that I created. I can't discuss the specific details, but let me be extremely clear. I do not condone trespassing. I did not break any laws in the creation of my video, and I will...
Hello.
Admitted it your fucking self. Yeah, admitted it your fucking self. That, like, you did nothing. Your video did nothing. There's no reason for these SUVs to be stalking you. There's no reason for someone to be hacking your Instagram. There's no like, all of these videos hyping this up as if you did fucking anything are just staged. Like, he says it himself, that he didn't even do anything in the video. Oh my gosh.
will not be complying with their demands. This is a very powerful entity that's threatening suit that will not let them silence me. Thank you.
Yeah, this is fake as too, though, anyways. Regardless, it's fake as too, anyways. He just put on a suit and act as if he had, like, some sort of business call. Whatever, dude. Like I was saying, there's nothing in either of their videos that would warrant any of this at all. So, like, if any part of you thinks that, like, details of this aren't fabricated or aren't, like, over-exaggerated or making something out of nothing to make it seem like more happened than it did, like, just remember, in the video that you and I watched together, nothing happened at all. Nothing happened. Which he just admitted nothing happened. But now he's claiming that he's being gang stalked. So, like, that is obviously showing that he's not credible, because that's obviously staged, right? So, like, I don't know why I'm trying to convince you guys, like, oh, if this is obviously staged, then, you know, the other details are probably already staged. You guys have fucking brain cells, so, like, you know, I guess I don't really have to break that stuff down for you, but anyways, in conclusion, this is so much more than my disdain for this, like, brain-rotted prankster douchebag-ass content. Like, this is, it, like, you know, making light of this whole situation is so fucking disgusting to me. Like, literally the video was posted the day after the files were released, you know, like the second set of files were released, and it's just so disturbing how fast something this horrific turned into just like dollar signs, like an opportunity for monetization, you know, like all the memes throughout the video, the fucking bitmoji location shit, the whole like 48 hours to sneak onto the Epstein Island challenge, the like spooky and like adventure music and like the upbeat like reggae music vlog type whatever the shit, all of the stage shit around it, all of the misinformation around it. They don't even know what the fucking files are. They think that they're a physical thing, like some sort of, like I said, like a fucking scavenger hunt on the fucking island. And like just suddenly one of the most disturbing cases in modern history gets treated like a fucking 3 a.m. Ouija board challenge. And it's so much more than just like cringe, and it's so much more than the way that they're painting it. It's like what making light of it actually does to people, to viewers. When you joke about something long enough, your brain stops reacting to the actual tragedies of it. It stops feeling real. The victims stop feeling real. It becomes like entertainment and background noise. There are real people alive right now who have to watch the worst thing that ever happened to them get turned into a thumbnail for clicks, for monetization. So turning this whole thing into like a bit, especially for money, is how empathy dies. As soon as people can laugh about something like this, even minute details of it, is the second that they can start to ignore the disturbing realities of it. You know, they always say that. They say, oh, if you're scared of something, if you struggle with anxiety, whatever, try to like make it seem ridiculous. Try to make your fears seem like there's something funny. That's how we teach ourselves to desensitize ourselves to stuff that we're scared of. So like when a content creator encourages this, like it literally desensitizes the masses. It's like you think about other mass tragedies. Think about 9/11. Think about Columbine. Think about even stuff with Diddy, which was like relatively recent. A lot of those words, a lot of those tragedies, some of our first thoughts that come into our brain is to associate that stuff with memes, because that's what the internet has done, you know, and that's what's starting to happen with the Epstein files. And that's so fucking gross. The president of the United States, actively the president of the United States right now, his name was in the files over 4,000 fucking times. And we're just comfortable to joke about all this right now. I get it, some people cope by joking, cool, but as a content creator with 7 million subscribers, you're the last person that should encourage that. And not only are you the last person that should encourage joking about it, but you literally went to the fucking island to monetize it and spread misinfo. Like I said in the beginning, when most of us looked into the files, even finding out the tiniest bit that we found out about it, I know people in my real life that read some of the files and threw up. And that's not a far-fetched reaction, you know? And these two fuckers saw that shit and saw money symbols in their fucking eyes, you know? Saw a chance to monetize it. And that's really disturbing. So, yeah, that is my conclusion. Thank you guys for watching. Please, as always, let me know your thoughts down below. Let me know if you agree, disagree, whatever you think. Let's have a discussion about it. Sorry if this video felt like kind of nothing happened. That's because nothing happened in his fucking video. So, but it got 50 million fucking views. His one TikTok about it got 50 million fucking views. Accumulative, they've gotten over 100 million views on this shit. You know how much fucking money they've made off this shit? So, I'm gonna stop talking now. Thank you guys for watching. As always, if you're not subscribed, please do so, because, I don't know. I don't have a good reason. Other than when I'm shown support for talking about stuff that bothers me, it makes me feel more comfortable talking about shit that bothers me, especially talking about creators as big as this, because it's always a little scary. So if you want to subscribe, I'd appreciate it, at least. Yeah, alrighty. I'll see you when I see ya. Bye now.